morning, students. Today in grammar session we are just going to start our lesson number 4, clauses. Here is the definition of clause. Underline that. A clause is a group of words having a subject and a finite form of a verb. Just check that. Come to that first line of the chapter. A clause is the basic unit of grammar. It is a group of words that contain a verb and usually other parts too. A clause may form part of a sentence or it may be a complete sentence in itself. Examine the following group of words. First one, he was eating a sandwich. Second, I fear that I shall not pass the test. Now see the first sentence. The first sentence is a complete sentence in itself, consisting of only one clause. On the other side, that second sentence is a complex sentence having two clauses joined by a conjunction. That I fear is that one, and another one is I shall not pass the test. Now here are the kinds of clauses. First one, adjective clause, noun clause, adverb clause. So let us start with adjective clause. See the definition, underline that one. A clause that does the work of an adjective in a sentence is called an adjective clause. Adjective clause are also called relative clauses. They usually begin with that, which, whom, who, whose, with, etc. For example, he likes a movie. Now, what kind of movie? Here you have to describe. So, describing is the adjective one. He likes a movie which has some suspense in it. Which movie? Which has some suspense in it. The group of word in italics describes that what sort of movie he likes and does the work of an adjective. But since it contains a subject and a predicate of its own, it is called an adjective clause. Now come to noun clause. Now check the definition. Students, you all have to write the definition. First of all, the clauses in your notebook. After that, its kinds. Now, second definition is of noun clause. A clause that does the work of a noun in a sentence is called a noun clause. For example, they expected that they would win a prize. What they expected? That they would win a prize. The group of words in italics contain a subject and a predicate of its own. It is therefore a clause. This clause is the object of the verb expected and so does the work of a noun. It is therefore called a noun clause. All indirect speech beginning with that is a noun clause. Remember that once again, all indirect speech beginning with that is a noun clause. For example, the fact is that he is the culprit. Now the third kind, that is adverb clause. Underline the definition. A clause that does the work of an adverb in a sentence is called an adverb clause. For example, he returned when the sun set. Returned when the sun set. In the above sentence, the group of words in italics is a clause. For means here because it has a subject, the sun, and the predicate set of its own. But since it does the work of an adverb for the verb returned, it is called an adverb clause. Now check this table. Subordinating conjunction which introduce different adverb clauses are as follows. As you know that we just learned about that there are kinds of adverbs also. So like that only you have to check that one. Now subordinating conjunction of time. Time shows when, whenever, while, as, since, till, as soon as sooner than, just, so long as, before, after. All these are the conjunction of time. Now here the adverb clause. Do it before you forget. So before you forget. This shows the adverb clause. Rajat came after I left home. When Rajat came? After I left home. When, where, when, all that one shows here the different adverbs. Next is subordinating conjunction of reason. Now reason: as, that, since, because. Now check that in sentence. He did it because he wanted to. Because gives the reason. I am glad that you like it. Now next is subordinating conjunction of place. Now time, reason, place, supposition, condition, purpose, all are that in this table. You have to learn very well. Now conjunction of place: where, whenever, whence, all that. Now see that sentence: you may sit wherever you like to. Same way, supposition: though, although, even if. Here is a sentence in front of that. Now condition: if, whether, unless. Read the sentence. And last one is purpose: so that, least, should. In order that, for example, walk quickly, least you should miss the bus. Remember that, students, read the table properly and learn it. Now next is our conditional sentence. Conditional sentence means when it is having if clauses. Conditional sentences are also known as conditional clause or if clause. They are used to express that the action in the main clause without if can take place if a certain condition is fulfilled. Say that all three situations are there. You can understood with that type of the condition. If I study, I will pass. Here is the condition. Now second condition: if I studied, I would pass. Now this is the second condition here. Now third condition, notice that if I had studied, I would have passed. A condition sentence is a sentence containing the word if. There are three basic types of conditional sentences. Check on the screen. First one, if clause, shows that present simple tense. If I win the lottery, I will buy a new car. So if shows that if this thing happened in future, that will happen to that particular person. If clause, past tense, then main clause with that would. If I won the lottery, now when change it into won, past tense now. If I won the lottery, I would buy a new car, will change it into would. Now if clause, past perfect tense, main clause would have. If I had won the lottery, I would have brought a new car. It is possible to start conditional sentence with the main clause. I will buy a new car if I win the lottery. Depends upon you in what way you just using that. Now condition 1, it always underline that one, to express a simple statement or fact or intent. For example, I will buy a new car if I win the lottery. Now condition 2, refer to a present unreal situation or to a situation in the future that the speaker thinks is unlikely to happen. For example, if I had a lot of money, I would buy a new car. But I don't have a lot of money. It means if I had, then only I can do this work. Now condition 3, to refer the past and situation that did not happen. Here is the example: if you had studied harder, you would have passed your test, but you didn't study hard, so you didn't pass your test. Condition is there. Remember that these three condition properly. Now that's all in this session. Read the chapter once again, learn the definitions properly, write in your notebooks. Thank you, students.